I wanted to talk to you out there. Maybe you just finished celebrating Christmas with your family, or you're alone, or you just finished spending some time with people you don't really care for or care for you, or you just had the time of your life with your family, right? There are a lot of people out there going through a lot of different things. And I wanted to take this moment to tell you no matter what you're going through, you are not alone. There are millions of people out there going through things that you're going through, some worse, right? Some not so bad. So, you guys know I don't celebrate Christmas, but millions of you do, and I respect that. I grew up celebrating Christmas, presents, all of that, coquito. We don't drink eggnog. I'm Puerto Rican. But I know many, many people celebrate Christmas. And on this night, and during the holidays in general, when we're going through things, the holidays makes it 10 times worse. Because all around us are people celebrating life, love, family, gift giving. You know what I mean? If you have money, you're giving lots of gifts. And if you don't, you feel terrible that you can't give lots of gifts. So you go through a lot during the holidays. And whatever problem you're going through, the holidays just makes it, again, 10 times worse. That's why they call it the holiday blues or the Christmas blues. So last year, I read Twas the Night Before Christmas. If you missed it this year, I will be doing it again. And before I do that, I just wanted to help you understand and be a voice tonight. Maybe you're just sitting there by yourself, pissed off or sad. Maybe you're single this year. And I know that many of you are happy. Many of you just had a great time tonight. Many of you laughed and hung out with your family, made love, got asked to be married. However, the people that are not happy are in abundance. And I would guess that there are more sad people out there tonight than happy people. So I'm here for you tonight. Little nightcap, little story. Although I don't celebrate, any holidays or Christmas, I still love the light, the glitter. I like to see people happy in general, right? So there are still some poems and some songs, particularly surrounding Christmas, because, Christmas is loaded with music and, fanfare and glitter. And there's some things that I still like that I enjoy, even though I don't celebrate. So I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I don't celebrate. Get that away from me. I don't want to hear about that, right? No, I still like the song. I wait for Mariah's song like everybody else. Enjoy that and the lights and everything. And again, I just generally like seeing people happy, even if it's not my thing, right? And I think that's a problem that we have, is that we don't, people act like you can't enjoy a thing even if it's not your thing, right? We are fixed. So it's like, unless you celebrate the way I celebrate, I don't want to hear it, right? Or unless you don't celebrate the way I don't celebrate, I don't want to hear it, right? And I think that we got to loosen up. We got to loosen up the tradition strings a little bit. Live and let live. I know it's easier said than done because, like I said, we are fixed, right? But I think it's cool if we just kind of like lay back, respect what everybody decides to do. So I rather enjoy this. You guys can stick around and listen to the night before Christmas. And if you're not going to stick around, thank you for popping in and seeing what the hell is on the block with Jen doing tonight. This is what I'm doing tonight, guys. Okay, I'm reading this. And then I'm going to say goodnight. I really, truly, madly, deeply just wanted to let you know that you are not alone, right? And this too shall pass. Whatever it is you're going through, it will pass. You just have to hold on. You must. Okay? All right, so let me read this for y'all. I love this story. I love Twas the Night Before Christmas. It is so sweet. And you guys could, if you like, you can throw in the chat what's your favorite part of the holidays or what you're going through. You know what I mean? You can ask me a question. I'm in an advice giving mood tonight. But I'll read this for you. And then we'll chat a little bit. And you guys tell me what you want to do. I know it's late. I know it's late. Also, bear in mind that the holidays are just a season, right? It's just a season of a year. Bear in mind that it's just a day on a calendar. It was an idea. It was literally an idea that some men had, and they threw it on a calendar. So I don't want you to internalize this as some sort of failure because you weren't able to buy gifts, or some sort of failure because you're alone, or some sort of failure because you're around family members that you feel are toxic and you're still, dealing with them. It's not a failure. And I know the holidays makes you feel 10 times worse, but please keep in mind that it's just a date. It's just a date on a calendar, and it's almost over. About 1 hour more on the East Coast and a couple hours here on the West Coast, and it'll be all over tomorrow like it never happened. So just hold on tonight. Okay? So I'm gonna get into this. Here we go. Thank you to everyone who is here. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. If you were on this horrible machine YouTube tonight, scrolling around, I figured you were looking for something to do. So here I am. Okay. "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" by Clement Clark Moore. "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mamma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger side of his nose, and giving a nod, Up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh. To his team gave a whistle. And away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. All right, guys, so that's one of my favorite Christmas stories. Twas the night before Christmas. FYI, I will be doing this annually, and I may extend it. I may do some music, I may do more stories. Again, you are not alone. This too shall pass. Don't put too much on a couple days on a calendar when you have an entire year, an opportunity to be happy and be around people you love. Choose wisely. Don't think that because you're related to somebody or married to somebody or have children or have parents that you have to tolerate things. Every year is a new year, and you always have the opportunity. The sun sets because the sun rises. Okay, so every night it means that tomorrow's a new day to try and get back on your feet. So just hold on out there. And I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you back on the block this week. You know how we do. And I hope you have some good rest. Get you some rest, guys. Okay? Get you some rest. It's all right. All right, guys. Good night.